Okay, so quick story time for you guys. I don't usually do these, but today was just crazy. Okay, so straight to the point. I don't know if you guys know, but I do Uber Eats, Grubhub, stuff like that. So usually I'm just driving around, things like that. And usually when I get to the restaurant, I just leave my car on and, because I'm only going to be in the restaurant for like 5 minutes max. So I just leave it on, so I don't have to turn it back on and off, stuff like that. And I live in a pretty decent area, so I don't usually worry about people breaking in or anything like that, you know. But today was different. So when I was in the restaurant, I was at Dave's Hot Chicken. I was picking up someone's order, and I left my car on. So I'm getting the order, the usual routine, coming out the restaurant, and but this time I noticed something different. So I don't know how to really explain this as best as possible, but basically from Dave's Hot Chicken, where my car was, you have to like turn the corner, and as I'm like turning the corner, I can see that my passenger's door is open, which I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, I don't remember even my passenger's door open, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, like, whatever. I probably just forgot that I opened it or something. And, I'm walking up to it. And while I'm walking up, I can see that there's just some thick booty, like middle-aged woman, like just scavenging through my car, right? So my first reaction at this point, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, so I just scream out, I go, hey, no reaction. They're still just scavenging through the car, right? So I walk up even closer and stuff, and I get up so close, I get it right behind them, and I tap the middle-aged woman on the back of her shoulder, right? I'm not trying to be too hostile or nothing, so I just tap her on the back of her shoulder, and she turns around, right? And tell me why. Right as when I tap her on the shoulder, she turns around, boom, right in my face, like right on my cheek. You probably can't see the bruise right now, but just right on my cheek, just boom. So I stumble back a little bit, but at this point, I'm just in my head thinking, I'm like, yo, like the only woman who hit me was my ex, so I'm a little bit turned on at this point, right? So she takes another punch at me, right? And I dodge that hoe. I dodge that bitch. Boom! Right in the nose. She flies back, laying on the ground, right? So at this point, I'm like, feel me, dusting off my shoulders and shit. I'm over here dusting off my shoulders and shit. Just like that. Grab her up by her shirt like this. I'm like, yo, ever fucking come in my car again, there's gonna be a bigger issue. You hear me? Spit in her face. No, that was really it. I let her go. I got a snap number after that, but that's not really the point. That was like a whole nother story and shit. But yeah, it was basically my day. Let me know if y'all want more.